Hello. So this video I'm going to show you how to solve 2017's paper, NIFT paper, CAT paper. My name is Bhargavi and I am a fashion mentor and I am here to help you. This video I'm going to solve 2017's question paper and I'll tell you how to attempt this question or these kind of questions if you get in future also. What should be your thinking process and how will you try to solve this paper. Now, as I always say, please, the most important thing while appearing for your NIFT exam, CAT exam is the timing. So, usually your CAT exam is for 3 hours and they ask 3 questions. That means you have approximately 1 hour each question, right? I would advise you to spend not more than 55 minutes per question. 15 minutes extra would be towards the end just to go through all your answers, right? So, starting first with the question. NIFT 2017's first question was draw any one of the following scene. That means it was a memory drawing. First, a view of a traffic signal from inside the car. Second, a street play being organized. And third, a community festival celebration. All of 3 are very interesting. So whenever you are attempting memory drawing, you need to jot down many points. Make a list of things which you're going to include in your illustration before you start illustrating. Another important advice what I would give you is make a small rough sketch. Identify what and how you're going to place each and everything and then start with your final sketch. And third very important thing, especially for a memory drawing, if you want to get admission and if you want your answer to stand out, I would always ask my student to create a drama, create a story, because it's not just about having one scene, but it's about creating a story in that one particular illustration, right? So let me start first with the first question, that is a view of a traffic signal from inside the car. So if you're drawing the inside the view from the inside the car, now I have seen that whenever I've given this question, most of my students, 60 to 70% of students who have attempted this have tried to draw from a driver's point of view. That means the person is driving and they have shown the hands on the steering wheel and then they have shown the whole window and then all the details of the car like a speaker and the gear and done it nicely. But most of the time they have did from the driver's view. I would say let's have different view. Now you could be sitting on the back seat and then you're seeing the front, the whole front and the outside also, or you could be looking from the side window of the car, could be the back seat, could be the side window, or it could be the rear view mirror. That will look so interesting. That will make the whole will give a complete different perspective to your illustration. So always make it a point that whenever you are giving your illustration, you have to stand out. That's how you're going to win the race. That's how you're going to get the admission, because your answers are different. It's original and it's different. Again, if it's a traffic signal, create that all the drama. Na? So you can have a beggar, you can have a policeman, you can have some accident happening. Create some whatever story, it makes your illustration more interesting. Again, you can create some characters as if somebody is on the bike, a fat lady on the bike with 3 to 4 kids, which is not allowed, and one policeman is stopping them. So the idea being, make it lively, make it create a story, make it very interesting. That is very important to attempt a memory drawing. Okay, so the second question, street play been organized. So if it's a street play, there would be 4-5 college students. They might be having a similar dress, they might be having some posters or the placards. Create some drama. Again, it's a completely full-fledged street. So have the banners, have the buildings, have a street dog, have a beggar. So create all these characters. That is very important for your illustration to look lively. Add as much details as possible. I will be making one full video on how to attempt a memory drawing. Don't forget to watch that video. When you're working on a street play, create a story. Now, the street play could be for something, right? So it could be Beti Bachao thing, or about LGBT, or there are many social issues you can talk about in this street play. So don't make it very lame, create that awareness of the social issue also, right? Create that poster in that memory drawing, so it looks more realistic. Another very important thing which I always tell while doing memory drawing is your character has to have different depth. So most of the time I have seen the student have all the character lined up in the one line only. So don't do that. Your one character could be a big size, then one is slightly ahead and slightly far off and slightly far. So create that depth. That is also very important. Learn your perspective well. Do your 2-point perspective, do your 1-point perspective. It helps in memory drawing. Okay, your third question, or you can attempt this question, a community festival celebration. So when I say community festival celebration, what are the festivals? It could be Holi, it could be Diwali, it could be Navratri, any of the festival. Now again, give as much details as possible, create those character, a fat man, a thin lady, a young boy, a child, an animal, add as many character as possible. Again, create a story. It adds to your illustration. It makes your illustration more lively, more relatable, right? And practice is one thing for memory drawing. Another important thing is, if they've asked you to color, then color. If they have not asked you to color, it's okay, don't color. Might as well spend that much time on adding details. Right now, as I said, always make it a list of at least 30-40 items which you need to include in your memory drawing. And I believe me, make a list, because otherwise when you start sketching, you forget to inculcate those things. So make a list. It could be roughly done list only for your reference, but add. Once you are thinking and you're jotting it down, it becomes faster rather than drawing it and then thinking. Okay. Now coming to question number 2. Illustrate in color a print on t-shirt based on any one of the following theme. So of course you have to design a t-shirt also. Most of the time student does a regular crew neck, a regular t-shirt. If you are into designing, give a different cut to it, give a different pattern to it. It will add to your designing skill. It would make your t-shirt stand out rather than just a regular U thing. But if they have provided with that t-shirt ka silhouette, then it's a completely different story. Again, this is more of a color assignment. It's more about a color question. So color plays a very, very important role. Your choice of the color are important. Again, you'll choose the color according to the theme. Now the themes they have given is either music, that is music is the soul of life, save future wild animal, and dignity to the aged. Now unfortunately, my past experience has said that most of the time 70% of students goes for music, because it's very easy and it's very simple. If I was in your place, I would not choose music, because it's going to be very common, everybody's doing it, right? And again, when I say music, at least 70% would have that musical notes on it, or a guitar, or a headphone. That's so cliche, it's so done to death. And imagine if I'm checking 5,000 papers, then I'm supposed to check everybody is doing only music and only musical instrument and a guitar. Oh, it's so, then anything new always attracts my attention, and I would love to give them more marks, because that person is standing out of the crowd. And to get an admission, that is what I'm looking at, the creativity, to be different from the masses, right? So try to attempt, don't attempt a regular question, try to give, even if it's difficult, try to attempt a uncommon question. Okay, so as I said, music is very cliche. Again, if at all you're giving music, I would not, you'll do word association, and first 5-10 ideas, please chuck it off, because they're going to be very common. Everybody's going to do the same thing, and then your answer would not stand out, right? So even if you're doing word association, your first 10 words which comes to your mind, chuck them, and then start thinking in more depth. Okay, Then comes save future wild animal. Again, you'll do word association. Most of them have done save tiger. They'll have some wild animals here and there, draw their face and then do it. So yeah, again, that's very simple. Do word association. Talk about a cause. Most of the time, whenever students are designing, they have only one print in the center. uh, as a designer, as a creative person, I would say create something different, not only one focal point. You can have all over print. You can have only one print on the sleeves or on the pocket or at the back. So any which ways, don't go a regular way, like just having one motive in the center. Do something interesting. Do half and half, that is half of the faces here and half of the design is at the back, or it's a continuation from the back. So something like that, that would be interesting. Okay. Dignity to the aged, that's your third option, and very few people attempt this, and I would advise you to go for this option because it is different and it's a very interesting concept. Dignity to aged means giving more importance to the senior citizen, uh, giving them time, giving them love. That is the time, and senior citizen, most of the time they feel lonely and unattended. That is a time when the senior citizen usually needs attention and they don't get it. So you can have create a slogan for that, or you can create a logo for that, and that would be interesting. So personally, I would not advise you to go for music. Go for dignity of the aged. Anyway, coming to question number 3. Express the contrast between the given pair of words through two separate visuals in given boxes. Out of the given 3, one was to be attempted. So balance, unbalanced, crispy and soggy, cluttered and uncluttered. Okay, so starting first with balance and balance. So what do you mean by balance? You start with word association. How do you do? Oh, what do you mean by balance? So balanced diet, could be balance mind, balance and balance, uh, walking on a tightrope, this gymnastic. So anything could be balance and balance, right? It's up to you. Stacking, that could be balance and balance. Walking on those high heels, that could be balance imbalance. So do those word association and then try to depict it in a design. Now they have asked you to do it in 2 square. It would be nice if you have a common line between the two. That means working on the same concept, showing the balance and the imbalance. Similarly, do word association for each and every topic. I would advise you to do all 3 word wise, and then whatever you have more, I would always advise you to go for something which is very uncommon. Most of them would do crispy and soggy because that's very easy. Unfortunately, whenever I have given, most of the students have attempted crispy and soggy, and when it comes to crispy and soggy, 70% have done food items, which is so cliche, which is so done, and that is not going to get you marks, right? Because it's so obvious, and creative people do not do the obvious. They do something different. They stand out in crowd, right? That's what creativity is. So if at all you are attempting crispy and soggy, please do not draw a food item. Yes, so think of something else which is crispy. So crispy could be the dress ironed crispy. Crispy could be that stiff fabric which is nice and crispy, or organza could be crispy, and soggy could be anything other than food, right? So as I said, the first 5 ideas, the first thing you talk about crispy is your crispy wafers, right? So don't do that, please. Okay, another thing what they have asked is clutter, unclutter. So again, very interesting. It could be just it could be an amazing design with too many things put in one box, and then the same items like squares and circles randomly put, and then one box would be a very well designed squares and circle. So that also could denote clutter, unclutter. So it's completely up to you. Clutter and clutter could be just a strand of hair which is nicely combed, and another side which is very unkept. So even that could be clutter and clutter. So please try to be as much creative as possible. So subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share this video. Bye bye for now and keep practicing.